at St. Mark on this beautiful, beautiful sunny Sunday. A little bit chilly, but man, I'll take it. All right, let's get started. Hope you're sitting down. There's a lot to go through. Settle in. All right. Actually, what we can do is we'll talk fast, and then when you're listening to it, just slow it down. All right. First off, Book of Daniel, new Bible study is beginning tonight, and that will be here at 7:00. We do this twice a month, the second and the fourth Sunday of every month. And we get together here at 7:00 at night until about 8:15, 8:30. And we're going to start the Book of Daniel. So come if you are interested. It will be a lot of fun. I also want to mention that this Thursday is our next family night. And what that is, this is the second one. And what it is an opportunity for families to come together, enjoy a meal together, and then have a time of Bible study, devotion, conversation, kind of all wrapped into one. And so if you're interested in this, please let me know today, tomorrow, Tuesday, so that I can make sure there is enough food for everybody. This is, again, Thursday, March 12th, and we hold it from 6 to about 7:30. Children of all ages, infants, all the way up to whatever. Whatever.
It's all inclusive.
It's all inclusive. Yeah. If you're breathing, you're welcome.
That's good. That is good. Men's breakfast is coming up this coming Saturday, March 14th, 8:30 a.m. at Coffee Post here in Chesterland. Always a fun time. Get there early, word to the wise, if you want to be able to choose your seat. It helps if you're there a little bit before 8:30. If you have any other questions, contact George Fretz. And ladies, if you have lost a husband and you find yourself a widow, we have a group that's designed specifically to minister to you. It's called New Life. It's being led by Jamie Nicoletti, so you can funnel any questions her way. But their next meeting will be Thursday, March 26th. And the basic outline of their meeting is there is a devotion, they pray together, and then just spend time talking about what they're facing, things that have helped. Wherever the conversation goes is where it goes. But this is something that's just getting off the ground and continuing to meet and growing bit by bit. So this is, again, if you are a woman who has lost a husband in death, you are cordially and prayerfully invited to come and make use of the New Life ministry.
We are in the season of Lent, which means Easter is just around the corner. But to get to Easter, we go through Palm Sunday. Palm Sunday, of course, is the day that kids love because they have all of the palm branches. This year, we are making crosses out of them. And so if you would like to learn how to do that and help make crosses for everybody, you are cordially invited. That will happen on March 27th, about 10 o'clock. That's a Friday. And they will be making them in the fellowship hall. Again, you don't have to know how to make them. You will learn, and you will do so many of them, you will never forget. I promise. So come.
You'll have dreams where
you will have dreams. Yeah. They're called Palm Cross Dreams. Yep. PCD is what I've heard it called. So. March 27th.
Yeah.
At 10 o'clock.
Yes.
If you have any questions, contact Janie for that. Lent we just talked about, but a reminder that we are in the middle of our Lenten series, and this is a series during the middle of the week, Wednesdays at 11:30 and at 7 o'clock. We have a worship service and obviously a sermon. And the sermon is really looking at the response to this postmodern claims about identity and spirituality. I've really enjoyed this series. I look forward to the remaining ones. And so I really invite you to come to one of these services and just be in the presence of God for an hour and receive his gifts.
Yeah, the cool thing is the Life Together theme will actually be woven into the Holy Week messages as well.
Right.
So you're doing yourself a favor if you're there for Lent to really catch some of these themes that are being expressed. Book club's coming up this Wednesday, March 11th, in the small dining room adjacent to the kitchen. And the book this month is The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. Should be a fun discussion. It's a fun book. It was originally written for kids, which tells you a lot about reading comprehension levels and where that's gone, but that's a story for another time. That's coming up Wednesday, 1 o'clock. The April 8th meeting is discussing a book called The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks. There have been some changes with Fairport Harbor's lending policies. Unfortunately, that means you cannot secure a library loan any longer. So you're on your own for acquiring the books, but don't let that stop you. There are many different ways that you can get your hands on inexpensive copies, including your own library system. So get you back to your local library post haste. Also, Easter baskets. They must be returned by next Sunday, March 15th. Otherwise, the Easter Bunny gets very cranky. He will not come back to pick them up. Next Sunday is the deadline. If you have any questions or last minute things, clarifications, please contact Monica McGurr or Janie Palmer. They would both be ready and willing to answer your basket questions.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but VBS is just around the corner.
Oh, what?
And this year is a new program. We are going to be rolling our own. It will be anchored in the story of Christmas.
Whoa.
Very cool. And so if you'd like to hear more about that, and especially if you'd like to hear about it in the context of maybe considering volunteering in some way behind the scenes or, in front of the kids, next week is your first opportunity to do that. And so join us during our normal education hour at 9:15. So next Sunday, 9:15, be in the fellowship hall, and there will be a presentation about this VBS program, what we are doing, and how you might consider helping. You're not committing to anything, you're just listening. So mark your calendars and be there. Mite boxes. Just a reminder, we do this every couple of times a year, I guess, to bring in any full mite boxes and take an empty one. The mite box depository, I guess, is located right outside the fellowship hall in the Women's League table. If you have any questions, just find one of us and we'll point you there.
Yep. Well, as we hinted at earlier, Easter is coming very rapidly, and when you walk into the chancel on Easter Sunday and you smell the lilies, you know it's time. It's really time. And we have the opportunity to sponsor, purchase, whatever you want to call it, an Easter lily. They're only $8 a piece. Order forms are out there now, and there is an online QR code that appears right here in this week's bulletin. However you want to do it, the deadline for that is March 29th. So help us stuff the chancel with beautiful Easter lilies that serve as a kind of trumpet that Christ is risen. We also have some short-term help needed. At the end of April, St. Mark will have 2 family picture days to update our church directory. And you'll also have the opportunity to have family professionally taken photographs. We need a few people to help over the weeks to organize the whole thing. Mark Reichel is the person to contact if you can. If you break in the direction of organizational, you would be the perfect person for this, to contact Mark and work things out, just to help us get a easy and clear sense of who's going to come in when and get their pictures taken. So for more information, you can contact Mark.
What I like about that is that as an opportunity is there's no sitting fee, right? When you want to get your family picture taken, you have to pay a sitting fee before you even snap a picture. And here you're getting that for free. And I think even a photo. I think you get one for free. I mean, it's an
Nice.
amazing opportunity. So, especially for those people that don't come to this church, it's an opportunity to do that.
Yeah, very cool. My mom has an announcement in this week's bulletin, just a word of thanks to people who have reached out with cards and calls and so forth. It's meant a lot over the last 6 months as she has gone through her cancer journey, is doing very well right now, has her next infusion coming up this week. Thank you for all the prayers, and she's doing pretty well at this point. God's been good and gotten her through each stage, and my dad as well. So just thanks for your continued care for them and always asking about how they're doing. It does mean a lot. It truly does. In the coming week, I believe it to be a pretty standard streaming week. I can't think of anything that'll be unusual. So, yeah, keep watching all the normal places, normal times. I just want to reiterate the invitation Pastor Chris made to join us in person for our Wednesday Lenten services. They are live streamed as well, and those get a pretty consistent viewership, which is great. A word of thanks to our volunteers who make that possible.
Yeah.
That's a huge investment of time to be here Wednesday after Wednesday. So truly appreciate that, because I know there's people who are continuously watching and they depend on the live stream being there. So much thanks to everyone. And thank you for watching. Interact with the post if you have any questions about anything, or call the church office during our normal hours, 9 to noon, Monday through Thursday. And get out there and enjoy this